This is Bret Hamilton with Constant Forward Progress, coming to you via Breaking Muscle. This is Megan. She's going to be helping us out today when we demonstrate how to perform a hardstyle push-up, okay? So when you're doing a hardstyle push-up, there are a couple things to keep in mind, okay? Basically the idea is that you generate as much tension as possible with your body while you're doing the push-up. Okay? If you're used to doing push-ups for high amounts of reps, you may not be able to all of a sudden because the amount of tension that you're generating will only be, it'll only be easy enough for a few reps, maybe like up to 5 or 10 at a time instead of 20 or 30. So basically when I get set, I'm going to get into my push-up position, okay, get my feet as wide as I need them to be, and then I'm going to rock my weight back on my heels. And the reason being is when I rock the weight back on the heels, I can squeeze my thigh muscles tighter and keep everything tense in my lower body, okay? So here, rock back on the heels, and then I'm going to cramp my glutes together as hard as I possibly can. Okay, if my hands are out in front of me like this, once I've rocked back, I need to make sure that I walk them backwards until that they're right underneath my shoulders, okay? From there, I'm going to descend into the push-up position. Okay, and I'm just keeping everything tense, all right? Now Megan here, she's going to demonstrate a good regression for a hardstyle push-up. She's going to do it from her knees, but I'm going to have her start in a full push-up position, okay? And once she's set in that full push-up position, make sure to rock your weight back in your heels a little bit, and I just want you to lower yourself down onto your knees from that position, okay? Now notice, from here, she has a good angle from her shoulders all the way down to her knees, okay? It's almost a straight line. If you start in a push-up position from your knees, you may start in this position and not even realize it, okay? That's why I like to start in a full push-up position first and then lower yourself down onto the knees. Okay, so go ahead and do that for me one more time, Megan. Yep, and then lower yourself down onto the knees. Great, okay? Now from here, she's going to do her hardstyle push-up. Great, and go ahead and relax, okay? Now, a couple of things to keep in mind. When you're doing your push-up, with your hands, imagine that you're gripping the floor or the grass or whatever surface that you're on, okay? You're gripping it physically, squeezing, okay? That's gonna automatically tense up your arms a little bit. And then imagine too, if you're holding on to like a bar or a handle of something, you're trying to bend it in half from your shoulders, okay? So when I'm here, I'm kind of corkscrewing those shoulders into the socket, and when I actually do my push-up, my elbow angle is gonna be about halfway between my side and my shoulder, okay? My elbows are not going to be out at the sides, and they're not going to be glued, they're not going to be shoulder level, they're not going to be glued in at my sides either, okay? They're literally halfway out. And if you do them that way, you're going to feel a lot more engagement in your armpit area, which is your lat muscles, okay? You're going to feel that engagement almost as if you can pull yourself down into that push-up position. And then when you push away, you're actively squeezing and keeping that armpit tight, okay? Don't let that elbow flare out as you push up again, okay? So that's how to do a regular hardstyle push-up and a slightly regressed version of the hardstyle push-up. If you still struggle doing it in a regressed version, okay, try elevating your hands up onto a small platform until you can do it successfully without having any kind of compensation in your technique, okay? And then as you get stronger, you can lower the elevation and eventually at some point come up onto your feet. And if that becomes easy, you could always elevate your feet, and that will make it an increased challenge there, okay? If you have any questions, go ahead and throw them up on the comments section. This is Bret Hamilton and Megan with Constant Forward Progress coming to you via Breaking Muscle. Thanks for watching.